Hi Taurus, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings, Tarot Reading from the Heart. Sorry, I'm not at my own home recording. I've been at my sister's all weekend and I'm here today as well, just until tomorrow morning. So the readings that have been done, like for the other 11 signs, are slightly different, Taurus, for your one, because I don't have the same cards that I'm using. And I'm also not able to hone down on the table exactly to try and show you the actual layout. I'm really sorry, guys, but I don't have, at my own home, I have the functionality. I have a desk with 3 computers, 3 big screens, an iPad and phone that I can record. I've got everything. I've got a fully decked out home office where I can, you know, do everything and anything with the work that I do on YouTube. But here I'm limited to just my iPad, so please just bear with me. For your reading, guys, luckily enough, though, I did bring with me my Wheel of the Year Tarot, because I'm doing personal clients while I'm at my sister's for the next couple of days. Well, just until tomorrow morning now. And we might use the Under the Roses Lenormand just to see what it is that you need to focus on for the week, okay? Universe Spirit, then, what is it that Taurus needs to focus on for the week, 25th through to the 31st of October, in one card, through the Lenormand cards. Oopsie daisy. One card through the Lenormand, one card please. What is it that Taurus needs to focus on for the week, commencing 25th to the 31st of March? 25th to the 31st of March 2019. What is it in one card that Taurians need to focus on? Okay, the cross. I think you guys need to focus on, see, cross in the Lenormand can mean struggles, it can mean challenges, but for me, I read this as faith. Okay, this is the card about prayer. It's about having faith. It's about trusting in a higher power with the cross energy. You know, when you get the cross energy, this is all about believing that God, source, whatever it is that you believe to be your, you know, your guiding light, whatever, whether it's you call it source, whether you just call it light, whether you just call it energy, whether you call it God, whether you call it, you know, Allah, whatever you call it, you know, you need to focus on your faith this week, all right? It's really essential. I'm not going to, you know, the other word for the cross energy, as I've just mentioned, is challenges. Crosses to bear. That's what the cross is about in the Lenormand. But I'm not going to focus on that negativity, because that's not anything anybody should be focusing on. If you do have challenges, really the focus for the week is to have faith that you can overcome them. Focus on prayer as well, okay? Getting really connected to source and to God, because it's through prayer and asking for help and asking for support, Taurus, that one can move mountains. It's a really, really, really nice card to show up here, okay? But also, it's funny because you've got the grave card here. I just wanted to pick another card. All right, so if this is challenges, the focus for the week is that challenges with the cross energy, it's at an end with the grave. Because grave means endings, finality, new beginnings, endings and new beginnings, all right? So if you do have challenges, they are actually at an end for some of you guys, or they're going to be coming to an end with the grave card showing there as well. So we'll put those two down together, actually. Spirit just told me to pick another card. So number 1 with the cross, focus on having faith, trust, really, really important this week for you Taurians. And also if you are facing challenges, for some of you, I'm not saying for all of you because it is a general reading, okay? For some of you, if you've been having some challenges with the cross energy, things become a little bit too much to bear. It's literally coming to an end for some of you this week. All right, we're going to have a look through the Wheel of the Year Tarot and see what the past of the situation is. So for some of you guys, let me just get a little drink of my tea. For some of you guys, Taurians, the focus for the week needs to be on the cross. In the past, the 6 of Cups, nice, isn't it? Some of you guys were really looking to the past. Now, remember, as a reader, guys, I don't just read the meanings of the cards. I just don't believe in just reading meanings into cards. It doesn't sit well with me. I just don't like doing it. I like looking at the pictures as well. You can see a woman on this particular card and she's reminiscing. Can you see how she's looking to the 2 people in the water? Really, she's dreaming and she's thinking and she's dreaming and she's reminiscing about a relationship. Now, for some of you guys, it might not even be a past situation. I've read this card for a client who's just, you know, who got just involved with someone, and she was asking how things would go, and this card came up for her. So this isn't about the past. This was about this woman fantasizing about having a particular relationship with this individual, you know. So this card really is about kind of you either looking to the past or you're fantasizing maybe about the future with an individual as well. So, but this is a past tense thing. So some of you guys in the past been fantasizing, or you've been reminiscing or dreaming about a prior relationship that you had with someone. Okay, so you've got the Fool. 2 more cards just came out here. So the Fool, can you see how he's just about to go off here? He's just about to go off the cliff end. So this is all about somebody who's taking a risk. 5 of Wands shows here, and you can see on this card, this is about somebody who's in a tug of war. Can you see there's a fight? So this is like a tug of war. I feel that some of you guys in the past, I don't think that this was a past situation. I think with the 6 of Cups, you were kind of thinking about, this could have been a relationship. It doesn't have to be love. It might have been getting involved. You were kind of heavily very focused on getting involved in a relationship or a partnership with someone. You wanted to take a risk, I think, with the Fool energy showing here, Taurus. But I think that kind of it was like there was a tug of war about you taking a risk, okay? So I think that even though you were thinking about getting involved with someone or something, it was a partnership of sorts, you were kind of torn. Let's put it that way, because this is a tug of war. You were kind of torn between whether you should take a risk with this individual or not, all right? So I do feel some of you guys were kind of like, oh, I'm not sure whether I should really go for this thing with this individual, all right? Going into the week, though, Taurians, what have we got coming up concerning this situation? So Taurians going into the week, what we're seeing coming up for you guys is that, number 1, the Hermit, okay? So Hermit, it's got a cards behind it. So this is all about taking a moment to step out of the situation, doing a little bit of introspection going on there, just withdrawing a little bit. Whenever the Hermit, for me, whenever its back is turned to other cards and it's not looking into one, it's definitely withdrawn energy. If it's looking into a card, it's seeking it. Okay, that's how I read the Hermit card. So, and remember, every tarot reader reads very differently. So, God, it's going all dark outside. I'm just copping out my light. So for some of you Taurians, I feel that you'll be withdrawing with that Hermit energy. You're seeking some introspection. Well, no, actually, it's not. Sorry. You're actually looking into something. Sorry, I was looking the other way. What are you looking into? You are looking into something. Sorry, your lamp's pointing towards another card. Let's have a look at what you're focusing. So your thoughts this week concerning this situation is that you really want to kind of investigate, because the Hermit is a bit of an investigator. Strength. Okay, so it might be, you know, it's interesting because you're focusing on strength this week. So your thought is to focus on strength. And I thought that your focus is on holding back. So either way, it doesn't matter whether the Hermit was outside of a card or looking towards it. Because you're focusing on having strength this week. Let's have a look at what what the strength card is about. So your thoughts are this week, I've got to focus on having strength. Or you've got to focus on your willpower. It's almost like it's your willpower to hold back or something like that. Because strength can be about having the willpower to hold back. But no, it's the lover's energy. This can be a strong relationship, you know, a really strong. So it's almost like you're focusing on the strength in this partnership. I think this is love for some of you guys, because this is the strength card and this is of the partnership. So you're focusing on what the strength of the partnership is. So I feel that what's going on here so far, Taurus, is that some of you guys were kind of in the past looking at a relationship that you had with someone. And you were kind of a little bit at odds with this 5 of Wands energy of whether you should pursue it, whether you should take that risk. Because I think that you didn't know much about this individual, or if you did know something about this individual, you were kind of like, not sure about who they are, or, you know, maybe something happened and you just weren't sure whether you wanted to continue moving forward. But there was a relationship here for some of you guys, Taurus, and you were kind of like, I'm a little bit tug of war with myself as to whether I should proceed. But I think going into the week, Taurus, you're really going to be looking at what the strengths of this partnership are. So I think that you're really going to be looking towards what the strengths. So what are the good points, in other words? What are the good points? What are the positive points of this relationship? What is it that you like about this particular partnership? What is it that you like about this particular person? So you're really going to be kind of assessing, I think, this relationship this week, Taurus, going forward. The advice for the next 7 days, from the 25th to the 31st of March, Taurus, is number 1, well, the 8 of Swords. So the advice with the 8 of Swords, how do we read that as an advice card? Because whenever you give advice to someone, it's got to be good advice. It's got to be positive. It's got to be advice that helps that person in the situation. I feel the advice with the 8 of Swords, it's to kind of, the 8 of Swords is all about mental blockages, and it's also about restrictions, and sometimes this is about hands being tied. I get another card with that, actually. Let's have a look at this, because I think there's another one to come after this. Well, there's obviously 2 more to come after this Eight of Swords. Right. So, it's funny, Taurus, because the advice is the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Can you see how severe she looks into this? Can you see that? She's looking, and she's all about clarity. Can you see how, now usually on the Eight of Swords, somebody's got rope on them, and this lady has a sword. So she looks like she's the, it's really weird. It's almost like somebody's trying to protect. When I look at this card together, because I do tarot via kind of looking at the pictures, I'm a visual reader as well. This lady looks like she's protecting this boy against a bad nightmare, and the nightmare is this lady here. It's almost like the bad nightmare is the Wicked Witch of the West, but this boy is being protected on the Eight of Swords from a bad nightmare with the Queen of Swords energy. So it's almost like the advice is that you've got to try and clarify or you've got to try and protect yourself, or you've got to try and push out the negative thoughts that you have concerning this situation, because I think the Queen of Swords represents the negative thought that you have. Queen of Swords, if you look at her, she looks like the Ice Queen on that card, and this lady here is like, he's just like, oh mum, I've just woken up from a really bad nightmare. This Ice Queen was going to kill me. And she's like, there, don't worry, there's no one around, it's just me and you. So it's almost like you need to kind of try and block out the bad thoughts that you've got concerning this situation, which I think is what, remember, tarot doesn't always run straight. So some readers will want to read just, you know, traditionally. So they'll combine cards, and because certain cards have certain fixed meanings, they'll go with that. But I'm one of the new generation type of tarot readers. Maybe I read differently to a lot of other people, where I don't just do that. I look at literally what I feel that card's looking at. And that to me looks like somebody who's needing to who's being kind of cajoled and nurtured and looked after. And they've, you know, this person's had a mental illness, because Eight of Swords is a mental illness. Okay. And the Queen of Swords, you know, this is sometimes getting help for a mental illness, for example, because she can be, for example, a counsellor. And this can be somebody, but there's already somebody on the card who's helping this individual who's obviously had a bad nightmare. And this is the Queen. So it's almost like this person's dreamt of this Queen. I think that you need to find a way to block out the negative thoughts personally on this one, my darlings, all right? Because I think it's your negative thoughts. And I think that you're already doing it, because you're seeing the strengths in this relationship. You're seeing the benefits, which is what the Strength card is saying here, of being in such a relationship with this individual. And going forward, you really need to, if you see the benefits in this partnership, you really need to try and block out the negative thoughts that you have concerning this situation, okay? Three of Coins shows here as the final card. The Three of Coins is all about completing a masterpiece. It's about working hard on a project, all right? I feel that, you know, this Queen of Swords, I don't know whether this is somebody that you're working with. It's really weird, because the Eight of Swords says, you know, I just find it difficult to read the Eight of Swords as an advice card, so I double it up, and it's almost like with the Queen of Swords, because the Eight of Swords on this particular deck shows a woman who is kind of patting a little boy's head, you know, from the sweat. He's had a bad nightmare about this queen, and she looks like she's going to do him some harm. So it's almost like you need to kind of try and remove the negative thoughts about putting work into this situation. The Three of Coins is putting work into the situation. I feel that you guys need to try and remove the negative thoughts, or you will need to work on not feeling so negative about putting work into this situation. I wish I could hone down on the cards and show you what they look like. I don't know whether I can or not. You can't even see them if I do them like that, though. I think, let's have a look if you can. We'll try and move it. Sorry about this, guys. I know the reading's a bit topsy-turvy this morning. It's just that I'm reading from a different place, and you know, it's difficult to. Well, I certainly feel that, you know, a challenge is over. The cross is the challenge, and the grave is the ending card. Okay, so let's have a look at this reading again. Okay, so we've got the. Okay, so this is the past in these cards here. Let's have a look if we can see them here. These are the times that you really do need your you really do need to have the iPad on something real good. Focus on strength. I hope you guys can see that somewhat. I don't think you can really see it too good, to be honest. It just doesn't look like you can see it too good. And then we've got right, this energy here, this one here. Let's get this. All right. There we go. That's the best way that I can do, because I really wanted to kind of show you guys the cards. Okay. So for this week, guys, you really need to kind of try and focus on the cross and the grave. Okay. Focus on ending a challenge. All right. Because this is the challenge card of the cross, and the death card, the grave, says it's coming to a close. Close it off. This is ending the challenge. You need to focus on ending a challenge this week, okay, over the next 7 days. Because in the past, you were dreaming about a relationship, a partnership of sorts with an individual here. But I feel that there was a real tug of war. In other words, Five of Wands is all about the spirit being tugged at. The spirit being kind of like real blockage in the spirit. So, dreaming about being in a partnership with someone in the past, Taurus, but you were kind of with this Five of Wands torn, I would say. There was a real tug of war concerning whether with the Fool energy you should really take that risk and just go for it, because you like someone, but you were like, oh man, I don't know whether I should go for this or not. Now I feel going into the week, Taurus, what we have is the Hermit looking into the strength. So this is you guys, your mind is saying I need to focus on what the strengths are of our relationship. Love is his relationship, it's the union card, it's the partnership card as well. So I really need to focus on. So you're saying I don't really know whether I should go for this partnership, but really I should just really focus on the strengths in this partnership. And so I'm seeing a turnaround of mentality here. I'm seeing you starting to change your mind a little bit in these areas here. I feel going forward though, the advice is that if you really are focusing on kind of looking at the strengths, you know, the benefits of being in this partnership, you need to kind of cut out this. Because as well, to be perfectly honest with you, this Eight of Swords, usually it's got a rope around it, and the Queen of Swords facing it for me is a very good card, because she's got a knife, she's ready to cut it. So this is all about you guys cutting the worry out with the Eight of Swords and the fear. So you need to cut through that. Any sword card I see facing into an Eight of Swords says it needs to cut through it. So this is all about you guys, what you need to do. If you really are focusing on what the benefits are of being in this partnership, it could be a work partnership, a love partnership, whatever it is, you guys really need to, with the Queen of Swords, and this is all about clarity, cut through the Eight of Swords, cut through the anxiety, the fear, the nervousness, Eight of Swords energy that you feel concerning working with this person. Three of Coins energy is working with others. But even though it only shows with one person completing a masterpiece on here, it still works. So, or putting work into it, let's put it that way. So you really need to, with this Queen of Swords, focus on cutting through, and this is cutting through the mental barrier with the Eight of Swords that you've got here, concerning kind of working on this individual or working with this individual, all right? Or developing something with the Three of Coins energy with this individual. So this week, you know, it's a good week, and this is why it's saying it's the ending of a challenge, because it's within your control. It really is within your control, Taurus. If you want to work with someone, whether it's relationship or work or whatever the case might be, and you're starting to feel to yourself, maybe this is something I could do. Maybe I need to focus on what the benefits could be of working with this individual. You really need to focus on cutting away all the negative thoughts that you've been having, all right? Let's have a quick look at any other energies coming in for the week, and we're going to get our... let's put this back up like this. Oh, I hate doing the readings like this because I haven't got all my creature comforts and stuff, but never mind. Let's have a look at what other energies. 5 more cards. Universe, Spirit, through the Celtic Tarot. Just give me 5 more cards. 5 more cards, please, to show me anything else that Taurus needs to know for the week in 5 more cards. Show me. Okay, so... 7 of Coins shows up first. So some of you guys could be getting money this week. You could be getting a new job with the 7 of Coins energy showing here. Investments coming through. Seeing the fruits of your labour is the 7 of Coins energy showing here. Yeah, and there's money as well. All right. Some of you guys are seeing the results for your efforts getting paid this week with the Ace of Coins energy showing here. Very good cards. 2 money cards. Definitely getting money through for some work that you probably put in. Some of you guys, it's just simply probably getting paid for the work for your job. We're seeing the achievement of a goal here with the world energy as well, which is also the Eight of Coins in the world reminds me of a big amount of money. So some of you guys getting a big payout or possibly a big amount of money for some of you Taurians this week. There's the ending of a phase. You've got the world and the 10 of Swords together, which is a nice energy to get together. So ending of a phase, something is done and dusted completely. Completion with both cards, world and 10 of Swords. So there's the completion of a really difficult stage. And you do have that world and the 10 of Swords. World is completion and the 10 of Swords is a really difficult stage. So there's definitely, for some of you guys, the completion of a really difficult stage. And remember, the focus for the week was on challenges coming to an end as well. So there are some challenges coming to an end here Finally, could be an offer coming in for you, Taurus, as well. Knight of Cups, seeing an offer coming in. Could be via a Pisces, could be a love offer, a work offer. It's a really good reading. This can also be a new job, and the Ace of Coins is the offer. So offer of a new job here. Ending off a big phase, ending off a really difficult phase. So there's pure completion here. Offer coming forward, Knight of Cups. Again, 7 of Coins, work completed, getting paid, Ace of Coins. Ending of difficult situation, and offer coming through. Really, really good cards this week. You've got a lovely reading, Taurus, this week. Really, really good reading. I wish I had some other cards. Let's have a look at the mystical kippers. I'm just learning kippers, so bear with me for the reading. Let's have a look. Okay, in 3 cards universe, anything else you want to tell Taurus through the mystical kippers in 3 cards? Show me. Something about the house, something about the home showing up here this week. Let's have a look at what the next card is. Yeah, some unexpected money. It keeps showing unexpected money. So to your home, Taurus, could be getting some unexpected money with those cards showing there. Yeah, so little child. Okay, so little child is little. It's something small. So unexpected money. So to the home, it's saying that you could be getting some unexpected money, but it might be small. Or it might be for something new. Children in the kipper, they're like the Lenormand. They're small or they're new. So some of you guys, it could be, yeah, unexpected money to the home. Could be something small or something new, for example. Really, really nice cards. Maybe some money for a child, for example. Maybe something to do with child support as well for some of you guys to the home. Yeah, really, really nice. Lovely energies for the week. Okay, that is it, my darlings, for your reading. Sorry that it's not like the majority of the other readings where I'm literally holding down on those cards properly, but I don't have the functionality to do that. But nevertheless, you should be able to see the reading quite clearly, Taurus, and everything like that. All right, that's your reading, my darlings. Love you. Have a great week. If you like a private reading with me, just click on the I here or here. You go through to the link on my, for my website, and you can just click on that link and go straight through. Take care. Bye-bye.